What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. It's your girl, DYANAROZAY, and I'm here to bring you guys the latest tea on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh my goodness, K. Michelle and Kelly are going out like chumps. Chumps, okay? K. Michelle put her entire reputation on the line to basically align herself with Kelly so that they could go after Portia. And right now they are losing the war. They are losing the war. We are in the middle of the season, and some tea just came out a couple of hours ago that lets me know that K. Michelle's entire storyline, the rest of it anyway, is tainted, and they better cross their fingers and their toes that they can pull it out on the reunion. Because right now, Portia Williams is winning the game. Do you hear me? Now, I know that Phaedra called Shamia and Kelly Ren and Stimpy, but I am going to call Kelly and K. Michelle Tweedledee and Tweedledum, because my goodness, ladies, y'all should have thought better. Y'all didn't think all of this out. Now, I just want to jog y'all memory on what happened Sunday night before I get into the tea. This is important. So if you missed my review, make sure y'all check it out. This is a thumbnail for it. But in the scene, when K. Michelle and Portia are going at it, Portia asks K. Michelle, why? Why are you choosing me to pick on? You could have just said you didn't want me to bring you in as a friend on the show. We could have started as enemies. I would have been cool with that. K. Michelle's response to Portia was, you have the exposure spirit. And her reason for saying that was to say, I'm in alignment with Kelly. I'm doing this to take care of my girl, to make sure she knows I have her back, because I didn't like how you did her at dinner saying she was sleeping with a married man, right? And then Kelly pipes in and said, that's right. She's in the amen section of the church. That's right. That's how she played it. Well, y'all, Portia's not the only person with the exposure spirit. Check this out. Y'all, it turns out that Nash, the one that K. Michelle said she was dating and dumped right before her husband, she married her husband, and then Portia is 2 doors down from her, bouncing up and down on him. Yep, Nash, that one. Nash also has the exposure spirit, and he had some things to say about K. Michelle that wasn't nice, child. He has blown her storyline up out the water. All the lies, all the plots, all the schemes. Nash said it ends with him, child. And not only, look, he went over there and Millie Chan, shout out to her. Millie Chan slid into Nash's DMs, but Nash has also done a whole interview, which should hopefully come out soon, but has done a whole interview where he is clearing not only his name, but it sounds like Portia Williams' name as well. Let's get into these receipts. So, child, Millie Chan slid into them DMs, baby, and said, listen, what type of voodoo do you have over K. Michelle? This woman is newly married, child. Newly married, 45 days in or so, and she is on TV screaming your name to millions of people. Not even, y'all didn't even get those numbers on Queen's Court, okay? Now everybody know who you are, that you're African, that you like to put your feet on countertops, and that you are bouncing up and down on Portia Williams. What do you have to say about that, being that you were that woman's ex-boyfriend? And he responded to her. He said, baby, I am super shocked, just like you and the rest of the audience, to be referred to as an ex. We don't know each other like that. Okay, listen. Basically, he said he was a contestant on that show, and that, listen, K. Michelle didn't even take him seriously then because she was seeing him and other men. He said that after the show, they saw each other a few times for about 2 months, but he didn't put no label on her, and she shouldn't have put a label on him. So that is what he is saying. He was calling her Delulu and all kinds of things, y'all. Millie Chan also asked him, she said, listen, baby, here, this was a big point of contention on the show. Apparently, K. Michelle said that Portia's trying to produce her and she thinks that she runs the show and this isn't her show, even though it is her show. I mean, Bravo pays her big money to bring a certain story, a certain quality of story to RHOA. Anyways, Nash said that K. Michelle is jealous and insecure. Basically, he said that this was her way of trying to put some buzz around her name because she doesn't want to be in Portia Williams' shadow. Then he was asked about Portia Williams saying to him, why do I always end up talking to somebody else's ex? And that he gave K. Michelle a call to tell her that about Portia. Because Portia was sitting here with her mouth open like, I don't even understand how he would tell you that when that wasn't our relationship. And yeah, Nasha's response to that was, again, Delulu, that's not how it went. And she ran with the story in her head. Anyway, it's pretty shocking that he is coming against her like this, so openly, so publicly. The episode just aired Sunday night. So he's definitely trying to clear his name. He probably didn't like that whole he's an African and he put his feet on my countertop comment. But yeah, at this point, everybody who is involved with K. Michelle, who have been rallying and going on interviews like Shamia, talking about, I don't believe and I don't understand, and there's something wrong with Portia. I mean, every time you turn around, they have been doing this. And now all of you ladies are going to fall like dominoes because K. Michelle has a man out here who's willing to, say, listen, you didn't have enough regard for me. I'm about to give you the same treatment. And that's exactly what's going down. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Do you believe Nash? Do you think he has a reason to lie? What's up? What do y'all think about this? Because this is pretty bad to me. And I'm going to tell you something else. I already told y'all that Kay cannot hold water. At least it doesn't look like it to me. Loose lips sink ships. And by the time we get to this reunion, I wouldn't be shocked if all of these ladies turn on each other. Shamia, Kay, Kelly, Pinky, depending on what's about to happen next on these last couple of episodes, all of these ladies have put their eggs in Kay's basket. And I'm telling you right now, it's all going to explode on them. Okay. But y'all let me know what y'all think. We'll see. We'll see who's right, who's wrong. But talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think. And let's talk a little bit more about Kelly. All right. So little Kelly is also feeling a whole lot of pain after she had inserted herself into K. Michelle and Portia Williams' fight, because she didn't have to say anything, but she decided she was going to get her big one off and said Portia F's every African in Atlanta. And Portia let out a whole lot of details about who she alleges Kelly is sleeping with, right? She said it's a minister. They are friends of Phaedra. They're also clients of Phaedra's. And then the internet went wild and dug up a whole bunch of men, the men's family, the names. And Kelly said that she's been taken through there, okay? Ran through the ringer. Church parishioners, child, the pastors themselves, families of the pastors, slid into Kelly's DMs, you guys, and said, clear his name. They do not like that they've been dragged into this. And Kelly said, damn it, I would not. Well, maybe you should have just stayed quiet. Because when Portia asked you if the two of you could speak one-on-one when you guys were in Dallas, your response to her was, we don't ever have to speak again. I'm good. I'm done. So that means hush. You don't say anything else. That's what it sounds like to me. But there you were, poking the bear and then asking her not to poke back. And that's not how it works. But let me let y'all hear a little bit of what Kelly had to say.
received some really disturbing messages, really disturbing DMs. And one thing I don't do is break up anybody's home or anyone's business or anyone's relationship. That is not my thing. It's never.
Okay. She said that's not her thing, but I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all remember her ex hairstylist? I think his name was Paris, and then Britt Eady. She had flipped out on Britt Eady, accusing Britt Eady's husband of popping pills. And then Britt accused Kelly of going to the chop shop and getting rid of babies. And it got real nasty on Sweet 16, right? Well, I can tell you that both Britt Eady and her ex hairstylist, every post that I've seen that said what Portia Williams said about her is true, the two of them are liking the hell out of it. Okay. They can't hit the heart button fast enough. I just want to put that out there. So Portia could be getting this information from several sources at this point. Let's continue.
Did my thing, regardless of what I have been through in my marriage. I was a wife for 11 years. And when it comes to cheating and when it comes to things pertaining to a family, that bothers me and that affects me. So I just want to say this. I'm not going to call out any person. I'm not calling out a pastor. I'm not calling out a name. I'm literally just telling you guys, at the end of the day, this is a show. And it's all fun and games. But when I have people sending me messages about their families and their congregations, I want no parts of this, right? Y'all ain't going to get me banned from church. I want to still be able to go to church, and I want to still be able to praise and worship, okay? So
something tells me that she has been banned from church, okay? But anyways, she's been banned from church for show. But y'all, talk to me in the comments. We don't have to hear any more of that. Basically, she just said that it wasn't true, that she wants everybody to stop looking any further into this because it is disrupting her life. And if you know anything about, small cities, especially small cities and Black churches, it's not just going to run her ragged on the show, because it definitely is going to do that. But in the community itself, she could be outed. She could be outcast out of this community because of what's going on. Those, like I said, her businesses could struggle. There's a whole lot of stuff that could go wrong, but that's what happens when you keep pushing up on somebody that you're not in the same weight class with. And that's all there is to it. You're not in the same weight class when it comes to Portia Williams. She has way more people that love her than love you. And that's just what it is. But y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of this. Whose side are you on still? If you see, if you see a way for K. Michelle or Kelly to be vindicated, personally, like I said, I see all of them falling down, and I also see all of them going after each other on that reunion stage. I don't see these ladies who have only come together. They've only come together to go after Portia. They're not friends for real. I can't see them sticking it out for the rest of the season, or at least on that reunion. The season is filmed. I can't see them sticking it out on the reunion. But y'all talk to me. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. We've been here before, child. We've been here before. Hit my like button, share the video. Welcome all of my new subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure y'all check out my review for Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 8. Okay. What else? That's it. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. And until the next one, bye-bye.